don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On the 15-yard line.
Ready, reload, reload.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready.
On first down, right back to Hall. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jets at 4-10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
A first down carry for Smith. Down the numbers. There he goes. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Smith is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith once more. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Robinson. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Riddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, what a juke into space. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos.
Make some good plays today.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Back to throw. Riddle. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin with a run by Smith. Taken down at the 42. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Smith. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Robinson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield, almost Jets legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Riddle out to his left. He can't get him down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
On 1st and 10, Riddle. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Off the play fake. Riddle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Robinson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On the check.
3rd and 8.
Pass to 11. Pass to 11. 4 and 17.
Back to throw. Riddle eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. From the left hash, this from 34. And Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off play action. Robinson. This is caught by Evans. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 40. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
On the ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates.
Throwing to start the drive. Riddle. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Johnson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jets 6.
You got that one right.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Robinson looking to throw on second down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he stopped immediately there. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Riddle. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Powers through. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A give to Smith out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Robinson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
On first down, Bryant. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's park for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
Hey, check that, street. Go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Robinson. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Robinson throwing on 1st down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd down and 6 now. In motion is Anderson. Smith up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they're going to speed things up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, Riddle. And it's It's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
What was that? Are you kidding me? What's happening? Seriously, is that a play?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Pushing the ball downfield.
19 Lion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 tight, trap 60, trap 60. Top 18. Let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Riddle. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
18, pioneer.
Throwing again, Riddle. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off play action. Robinson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Warriors 70. Come 19! Come 19! 19, 18! 7 Pirates! On the ball!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mustang 19!
On first down, Riddle. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Off the play fake, Riddle. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action, Riddle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Check, Panther.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Riddle, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Buffalo 18.
On 4th down, Riddle. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw is Robinson. To throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute ball. Need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Robinson now on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jets 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Put some points on the scoreboard. 18, pioneer.
Throwing to start the drive. Riddle. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you?